Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. I am so excited you're tuning in. Today, we're going on this really cool journey to figure out exactly how computers learn to see, think, and make, well, incredibly smart decisions. You probably hear about artificial intelligence, AI, literally all the time, right? But how does it actually work? How is it built? Well, we're going to break the whole shebang down step by step. So get comfortable because we're about to explore the totally amazing world of AI together.
Okay, let's dive right into this. I want you to imagine for just a second that you need to teach a robot what a cat is. Now here's the tricky part. You can't just point at a fluffy animal and say, hey, look, this is a cat. The computer just doesn't understand those words the way you or I do. I mean, it doesn't have eyes or a brain like ours, right? So how exactly do you teach it? It's kind of like a giant puzzle, and it requires a completely different way of teaching.
Think of our AI as this brand new student showing up on the first day of school with a totally empty backpack. It knows absolutely nothing yet, but man is it ready to learn. Building AI always starts with a really big question. It starts with us, the humans, looking at this eager new student and asking, okay, what exact problem do we want this computer to solve for us today?
Which brings us to section 1. AI starts with a question, solving real-world problems.
So, like I said, every single AI begins with a problem just waiting to be solved. And there are some incredibly exciting problems we want AI to help us tackle. Maybe we wanted to find specific animals hidden in like thousands of dense jungle photos to help out scientists. Or maybe we wanted to read really messy handwriting, translate languages on the fly, help doctors look at medical charts so we stay healthy, or even safely drive a car down the street. The point is, before the AI can do anything, we have to give it a super clear mission.
Moving right along to Section 2, Feeding the AI Brain, Working with Data. Now, you and I, we learn by seeing things, hearing things, reading books, and practicing, right? Well, an AI learns from something called data. Actually, think of data as healthy food for the AI brain. This data can be absolutely anything: pictures, sounds, videos, massive lists of numbers, or even millions of words. The golden rule here is pretty simple. Healthy food helps us grow, and good data helps AI grow smarter. The more good examples it sees, the better it learns. But if we feed it confusing or just plain incorrect examples, yeah, the AI is going to get very confused.
Now, what's really interesting about this is what happens when we pour all those pictures, words, numbers, and sounds into the computer. It begins to form connections, basically acting like a glowing digital brain. All of that data gets completely absorbed into the computer's system, and that is what helps its capacity to understand the world grow bigger and bigger.
That leads us into Section 3, the secret recipe, understanding algorithms.
And this brings us to a word you've probably heard thrown around before, algorithm. I know, it sounds like this huge, intimidating computer science term, doesn't it? But really, an algorithm is simply a recipe. That's it. It is a specific set of step-by-step instructions for solving a problem. Just like a cake recipe tells a baker exactly what to do, an algorithm tells our AI exactly how to look at the data we just fed it. It's basically the secret recipe for making the AI work.
Let's break this down into something we do every day. Imagine you are making a sandwich. If you had to write an algorithm for making a sandwich, it would look exactly like these specific steps. Step 1, take bread. Step 2, add butter. Step 3, add jam. Step 4, close sandwich. Boom! That is an algorithm. See? An AI doesn't just guess randomly, it follows the exact steps we give it one by one to get the job done. And to follow all these steps, computers think using something called logic. Now, logic just means making decisions by asking questions. Think about a super simple branching logic path. Is it raining? Well, if the answer is yes, the instruction is to take an umbrella. If the answer is no, the instruction is to wear sunglasses. You can think of logic like choosing the correct path in a maze. Every single yes or no answer opens up a new door. And computers, they ask millions of these tiny yes or no questions every single second.
All right, Section 4, Hidden Patterns, Machine Learning.
Now, this is where things get really cool. This is where machine learning comes in. You see, instead of us humans sitting down and writing out every single rule, which honestly would take forever if we wanted it to, say, recognize a cat, we let the computer discover the patterns inside those enormous amounts of data all by itself. We basically turn the AI into a brilliant detective, hunting for tiny clues to solve mysteries.
So going back to our very first question, how does it learn what a cat is? Well, we just show the AI 1,000 photos of cats, 800 photos of dogs, and maybe 500 photos of rabbits.
And this brilliantly illustrates how the AI detective starts noticing patterns on its own. It starts to realize, hey, in all these cat photos, there are usually pointed ears, long whiskers, and certain eye shapes. It finds patterns in the data that, honestly, sometimes even humans might not notice right away. And as our glowing AI brain makes those connections, it's acting like a detective collecting clue after clue. Every new photo it looks at makes the final answer clearer and clearer, lighting up new pathways as it successfully hunts down those hidden patterns in all the data it was fed.
Which takes us to Section 5, Practice Makes Better, Training and Evaluation. Think about when you first learned to ride a bicycle. When you first start out, maybe you have training wheels, right? You wobble, you fall down a few times. But you get back up, you try again, and eventually, you balance perfectly. Well, machine learning is exactly the same way. The computer gets things wrong at first. It might look at a picture of a really fluffy dog and guess cat. But making those mistakes is totally just part of the process of getting better.
Because learning never stops after just one lesson. The AI trains again, and again, and again. In practice round 1, maybe it only gets it right 20% of the time. But check this out. By round 50, it's at 60% accuracy. And by round 100, it's hitting a massive 95% accuracy. Every single practice round changes tiny, microscopic parts inside the AI model, making its predictions better and better. But, and this is a really important point, it's almost never 100% perfect, which is exactly why humans always need to check its really important decisions.
And that perfectly cues up Section 6, Humans and AI Together, a Powerful Partnership.
So the crucial point is this. AI only works because of the people behind it. It takes the bright, curious minds of students and developers working right alongside the complex digital networks of the AI. See, it is people who choose the problem, it is people who select the good data, it's people who write the algorithm recipes, guide the training, and set up the safety rules. AI helps people, for sure, but people guide the AI.
Just think about the absolutely amazing things this human-machine partnership can achieve. Together, we can discover new medicines to cure diseases. We can use sensors and data to protect vast forests. We can help farmers grow more food, build robots to do dangerous jobs, and even explore the farthest reaches of outer space. I mean, that's incredible. It proves that the smartest, most capable team on the planet isn't just human, and it isn't just AI. It's both of them working closely together. I want to leave you today with this final, really powerful thought. AI doesn't replace curiosity. It grows because of it. AI is literally just a tool, kind of like a paintbrush or a telescope, just waiting for someone with a great imagination to pick it up and use it. So keep asking questions, keep exploring exactly how things work, because the future is built together. You know, one day you just might be the person who builds the next amazing AI. So what big problem will you choose to solve? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer today. Keep learning, stay curious, and I'll catch you next time.